Finally tonight, NASA astronaut Frank Rubio is celebrating 1 year in space. That is longer than any American in history for a single space flight. He was only expected to be at the space station for 6 months, but the capsule that was supposed to take him home was damaged, extending his stay. Rubio finally returns to Earth next week on day 371. He says he's looking forward to hugging his wife and 4 kids back home in Miami. And that is tonight's CBS Evening News. I'm Nora O'Donnell. Good night.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us tonight for News 40 at 6. I'm Morgan Hoover.
And I'm Chris Allen. Here we go. We're almost there to the weekend.
Yes, just a couple more days. It's finally Thursday.
Yes.
Almost a Friday.
What I like to call Little Friday.
Little Friday, I like that.
It's almost there. And we're almost to the end of summer, too. And I know some of you don't like that, but here we go. We got to get those seasons in here. Here's a look at the last 4-hour radar and satellite together. There's not much to show you there, so we move on to the temperatures in the upper 70s to around 80 at this hour. And we're going to find temperatures continuing to be warm over the next several days, with the current temperature at 80 at the airport. And the dew point at 57. It's not bad out there, but it's going to stay rather warm and toasty over the next few days. I'll take a look at your 7-day forecast in just a few minutes. Morgan?
All right, Chris, we begin in Scottsville tonight as a local motel could possibly be demolished after the owner is charged following a drug bust. But the demolition could be affecting several families who live in the motel. News 40's Michael Ridgway joins us in the studio with more on the story. Hey, Michael.
Hey, Morgan. Yeah, unfortunately, for some in Scottsville, just off the square, they will have to find somewhere new to live after the motel owner has been convicted of trafficking controlled substances. Part of his plea deal included forfeiture of the property, which is currently inhabited. After recent events, eviction notices will be hitting the doors of the Uptown Motel due to a host of illegal drug activity, sparking an investigation in June of 2022.
We had a patrol officer that had actually made contact with a civilian on the street and had given a tip that there was illegal drug narcotic trafficking going on at 205 South Court Street here in Scottsville, which is the Uptown Motel. And as we tell everyone, everything starts in patrol. Investigations, a lot of times tips come in from patrol officers, and that's passed to detectives for whatever reason to investigate or whatnot. So
the motel is an extended stay facility with some people living there for years, perhaps, which puts them in a tough situation.
Property owner has 60 days to vacate. So I don't know how many people are living at that. Evictions will be served on those folks, which they'll have to vacate as well. So
a business owner across the street who just moved there in January said she knew there was a drug problem, but being right across from it, she's noticed something else that's troubling.
The children that were running around barefoot, and that really yanked at my heartstrings. And it's at least every day there's babies or little girls or little boys just running around. And when they posted the eviction notice, the police department, the city and everything, that really just broke my heart, because where are those kids gonna go, because their parents could end up homeless or on the street,
And Bray hopes something works out for the people she sees around the motel, the children especially.
Really pray for the people, and especially the kids over there, because it's not their fault. They have no idea they're gonna have to leave their home in 60 days, so I just pray that people would be with those kids.
This is a story that News 40 will continue to observe in the coming days. Morgan, back to you.
All right, Michael. Well, Governor Andy Beshear is making sure that prosperity is reaching everyone, giving prison inmates a second chance. During the Team Kentucky update, he shared his Day One initiative, which gives job opportunities to people in prison and provides knowledge to prison inmates while they are in prison. Some job opportunities available are sheet metal workers, union of painters, a few more opportunities, so that when they come back into the community, they're prepared.
See, we have been working harder on reentry for those that have been incarcerated. At the same time, doing our best to make sure we have stable employment for individuals when they leave jail or prison. And because of these efforts, we announced all our communities are safer, that people are not recommitting crimes, that they are reuniting with their families and our employers.
Earlier this year, Kentucky recorded the lowest recidivism rate in its history. The governor hopes this initiative will help bring that rate even lower. And we are just 1 week away from the launch of mobile sports betting in the Bluegrass. Governor Beshear says the start of in-person sports wagering has been a huge success. Beshear says $4.5 million was wagered in the last 2 weeks. The governor says he expects that number to grow significantly once mobile betting begins on Thursday, September 28th. Over 60,000 mobile accounts are already pre-registered in the Commonwealth. And a recommendation to add 5 new sports, including Formula One racing and MMA, to the betting catalog came in today. The mobile sports betting apps that will launch next Thursday are listed on the Kentucky Horse Racing Commission website. And in more local news now, Blood Assurance is in desperate need of O-positive blood donations. They have faced a shortage in recent weeks due to trauma-related incidents that require transfusions. Currently, they only have around a half a day's worth of supply of O-positive, which is the most common type of blood in America. If you'd like to donate to Blood Assurance, here's how you can help.
What you can do is go to our website, www.bloodassurance.org, and you can type in your zip code and it will tell you the closest mobile, and it will give you a calendar and that sort of thing.
Blood Assurance officials may be forced to postpone certain surgeries until the supply level is met. So go to bloodassurance.org to find the nearest location. Today, people around the world are raising awareness for the leading cause of death and disability. 1 in 3 seniors will die from Alzheimer's or another form of dementia. World Alzheimer's Day is an opportunity to teach people about the disease and its impact on patients, their families, and caregivers around the nation and right here at home.
Our social media will be loud and purple today, of course. The Alzheimer's is known for the power of purple. And so our social media will be lit up all day in celebration of World Alzheimer's Day. And I know that there are rallies and events happening all over Kentucky.
If you'd like to share your experiences or connect with others, use the hashtag World Alzheimer's Day on social media. Linemen with electrical co-ops from across the Commonwealth took to the skies today in order to compete against one another. News 40 reporter Tucker Covey went to Fillmore Park to see what all the buzz is about.
Linemen from around the state take part in the Lineman Rodeo, a competition meant to hone their safety and skill, but also to build on their ability to interoperate with other crews.
This is their opportunity to show the progress they've made through the year, their hard work, their dedication toward their safety, toward their training.
One of the key points of the competition is to share knowledge across the network of linemen in Kentucky. When disaster strikes, they are able to snap into action and get the lights back on no matter who they are working with.
They compete against each other, but guess what? They share the secrets. They share the trade secrets, the things that are not shortcuts, but the easier way of doing things.
One of the oldest and most important events, the Hurt Man, where a dummy simulates an injured lineman who must be removed from the pole in 4 minutes or less. The event tests the competitors on their speed and safety during a high-stress scenario.
It's good training. It makes these guys much better climbers, so when we do have to do this out in the field, it's just second nature to them.
In Warren County, because local matters, Tucker Covey, WNKY News 40.
Well, still to come on News 40 at 6, there's newfound hope in Hollywood as both parties are back at the bargaining table. Could this mean the strikes are coming to an end? Well, the latest details in just a bit. But first, Weather Chief Chris Allen is back after the break with a full look at our forecast. Look at that beautiful fall pictures out there. I want to see more of that. Chris will be back with a full look at our forecast after this.
WNKY News 40, broadcasting live from the German American Bank studio in downtown Bowling Green.
Home is more than a house. Wherever you are in your journey of homeownership, German American Bank is here to support you. Our team of dedicated mortgage loan professionals can help you with lending solutions featuring low or no down payment, assistance for closing costs and improvement projects, or even loans specifically for first-time home buyers. We're here to tell you, homeownership is achievable. German American Bank, member FDIC.
Just rockin' and rollin', baby. Come back tomorrow.
We got you all fixed up. Got it all fixed up for you, man. Let there be light, ma'am.
Looks like she finally called JB.
I was raped by my stepfather after years of sexual abuse. I was 12. Anyone who believes there should be no exceptions for rape and incest could never understand what it's like to stand in my shoes. This is to you, Daniel Cameron. To tell a 12-year-old girl she must have the baby of her stepfather who raped her is unthinkable. I'm speaking out because women and girls need to have options. Daniel Cameron would give us none.
Time to turn talk into action. Step 1, fire up your BetMGM Sportsbook. Step 2, make your pick. And Step 3, showtime. Now that hunch has some weight to it. Every play, every game means something more. Because now, you're betting with the king of sportsbooks.
If you've been injured, Morgan & Morgan makes starting a claim easy. You don't even have to leave your couch. Done. Just dial pound law or go to forthepeople.com to get started. Now back to this.
You're watching WNKY CBS 40, home of Super Bowl 58.
Every new Toyota is built for you.
Your adventure, your commute.
Your style, your comfort, your choice.
Now, during Toyota's Truck and SUV Month, choose from our extensive lineup of the longest-lasting vehicles out there.
Like the best-selling Tacoma, as comfortable off the road as it is on.
Now get 3.99 APR financing on a rugged new Tacoma, plus 2 years no-cost maintenance.
Toyota Truck and SUV Month. The choice is yours. Toyota, let's go places.
We're back with Weather Chief Chris Allen as we are soaking in the last 2 days of summer.
I know, here it is. So the countdown is on. You know, it's like the holidays will be here before you know it. I know.
Hard to believe.
I know, it's crazy. It's crazy just to think about. I thought August went fast.
Right.
But September, I mean, it's the 21st of September. We're already just almost done with September. It's crazy. 2 days to go of summer. And then fall officially begins early Saturday morning. And thinking of that, I really want to get our Weather Watchers program up and going again like it was maybe a few months or a couple of years ago when it first started. Here's an example. Now, this says your name here, but you know, this is an example. Somebody sent in this photo around this time last year. This is what I want. I just want to see some beautiful fall pictures, even if the colors are a little bit muted. There's a nice little tree right there. I feel like, what's his name? The painter, the guy that, you know. Yes, Bob Ross, thank you. Yes. Here's a happy little tree right here. You know, all I want to see is some beautiful scenery. We'll put your location and all that. It is all brought to you by JB Electric, by the way. All you need to do is scan that code. That'll take you to our website where you can sign up as a weather watcher, and then I'll send you an email back, and then weather@WNKY.com. That's where we can get those photos, download them, and then you might see your photo right here during the weathercast. Bob Ross would be proud. All right, here's a look at some of the numbers from today. 85 for the second day in a row. 81 is the normal. 62, a little bit warmer, was our low temperature during the overnight hours. As we take a look at the next 40 hours, you can see that we're going to see some cloud cover, but no rain around here. Some of the models try to output a little bit of shower activity, but none of that is really going to materialize for us, even though at times we see clouds. with the dark underside, and you think, well, that cloud looks like it wants to rain, but it's not going to do anything. We just don't have the supported moisture here to do that. But we see several triggers back to the west of us that will bring us some shower and thunderstorm activity once we get into the weekend. Until then, I think any rain chances around here are going to be almost to near zero. Here's Friday evening around 6 o'clock. Same thing, different day. We'll see showers to the west, and we'll see a big shield of rain out to the east with a non-tropical low pressure system that formed out in the Atlantic off the coastal Carolinas. It could become something tropical in the next 24 hours. So we'll be watching that for the possibility of maybe something like a named storm. We'll see. 58 tonight, mainly clear with some patchy fog developing. And then as we look at the 7-day forecast, this is where we're going to see changes. Now, fall begins Saturday officially, but we're not going to see a change in the temperature just yet. So 84 tomorrow, 83 on Saturday, a little cooler Sunday. We're going to hold off on the rain until probably Monday morning. After that, it does turn much cooler with scattered showers each and every day. And by then, we will be officially into fall. Here's what's coming up tonight on CBS 40.
The fresh timer starts the minute a tomato gets picked. That's why at Kroger, we shorten the time from harvest to home. So no matter how you shop, you'll have more time to enjoy your fresh produce. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
At Horizon Pace, I have one doctor, not 4 or 5. And if I need to talk to that doctor and he's not with another patient, he'll come and talk to me. Everything's going real good. I come off of about 19 pills down to 7 now, and I love it. I wouldn't do without it right now.
Horizon Pace is the face of your healthcare. Contact us for more information.
At Infinity Pipeline, your family is our family. Our employees are the foundation of what we do. And what matters to you matters to us. We're now hiring the next generation of skilled workers to help grow our community. Apply now. InfinityPipeInc.com.
Whoa! Big news! DraftKings Sportsbook is coming to Kentucky. You'll be so dialed into every play that you forget to eat your wings. You made my wings cold, DraftKings. Flailing your arms like you can disrupt the free throw. Miss, fool! And a home run will have you crying like it's the birth of your child. I'm so happy.
DraftKings Sportsbook is coming to Kentucky. New customers, download the app now to get $200 in bonus bets when we go live. Because life's more fun when you're in on the action. The crown is yours.
Yeah.
If you've been injured, Morgan & Morgan's fee is free. You don't win your case, you pay nothing. It's easy. Just dial pound law or go to forthepeople.com to get started. I think I'm starting to get this.
This is my dad, Audie, and he is absolutely precious.
When it came to making some life-changing decisions for my mother, we found the folks here at Massey Springs to be so helpful.
They had that personal touch that we were looking for, and we could tell it was the perfect place for our mom.
We found the folks here at Massey Springs compassionate and caring.
Massey Springs was definitely the right choice for me and my dad.
Massey Springs Senior Living. Here, we're family. Schedule your tour with us today.
At Kroger, everyone wins when it comes to savings because you get the same great prices, deals, and rewards on pickup or delivery as you do in store. So no matter how you shop, everyone saves big. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
There's optimism in Hollywood. Striking writers and production studios are back at the bargaining table for the second day in a row. This is the first time that's happened since the strike started back in May. Carter Evans has the latest from Los Angeles.
For the first time in nearly 5 months, there's a feeling of hope on the picket line.
They're talking right now, but honestly, all the press that we're seeing coming out, it could be the studios saying that it could end today, and that could just be them trying to lampoon and destroy the confidence of the people who are marching today.
Negotiators for striking writers and Hollywood studios are back at the bargaining table for a second day in a row.
It's a positive sign. If they keep talking, eventually you hope they're going to come to something.
The two sides issued a rare joint statement Wednesday night saying the Writers Guild of America and the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers met for bargaining Wednesday and will meet again Thursday. Members of the Writers Guild put their pens down May 2nd. Among their demands, a contract that addresses residual payments and what role artificial intelligence will play in movies and TV shows.
We've seen how tech has played out in other spaces, and we're now in this moment of incredible labor power that I think we and the American people are wise to it.
While the WGA may be inching closer to rewriting his future, there's no word of any movement for striking actors. George Clooney, speaking at a tech expo in Germany, says he's optimistic the strikes will wrap soon.
I feel as if everybody understands that it's time to get on with it.
Whether or not writers will craft a new agreement anytime soon remains a cliffhanger.
But if egos and circumstance can be kept under control, more conversation, more talks, there's always a lot of posturing. It's getting there to clinching the deal. That's the real deal.
It's estimated the twin strikes have already cost the U.S. economy billions of dollars. Carter Evans, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Well, McDonald's is once again being sued after a customer allegedly burned herself after spilling hot coffee. According to the lawsuit, an elderly woman alleges she was served a scalding cup of coffee with an improperly attached lid from a McDonald's in San Francisco. As a result, the coffee allegedly poured out on her lap after she tried drinking it, causing severe burns. The lawsuit also alleges that the restaurant employees refused to help her. But in a statement, McDonald's CEO says that the employees and management spoke to her within minutes of the incident. The CEO also says that the company is reviewing the claim in detail. Well, in the past 48 hours, talks have resumed regarding the auto workers' strike. The UAW meeting with Stellantis today after talking with Ford and GM yesterday. Despite that seemingly positive development, there's a red line ahead and approaching quickly. Laura Aguirre has more on what that is and what it means.
If we have to strike more, close more, then we'll do that.
The United Auto Workers Union says their walkouts will expand if the nation's 3 largest automakers don't give them a better contract proposal by noon Friday.
I would like to see fair wages for everybody. I would say most of these employees probably live paycheck to paycheck.
Higher wages, 40% higher over 4 years, one of several union demands. The UAW is currently striking at 3 plants, representing each of the big 3 U.S. auto brands. But the threat of Friday's deadline is already having ripple effects. Stellantis, which is meeting with UAW leadership Thursday, is temporarily laying off some non-union workers at their Toledo, Ohio machining plant. GM and Ford are doing the same at some of their other facilities. Those on the picket lines know it's not just auto workers feeling the impact.
I would like to see us get back to work so those other suppliers get back to work and uplift this economy.
The strike fallout also hitting auto industry suppliers. U.S. Steel in Granite City, Illinois laid off several hundred workers this week.
I've had grown men crying in my office that don't know how they're going to provide for their families. It's very difficult. And I know it's business to them, but it's personal to us.
For now, those business talks continue as the deadline clock keeps ticking. I'm Laura Aguirre reporting.
Well, stay with us. Sports is up next.
Major insurance companies use a software called Colossus to tell them what the firm you hire is likely to settle your case for. They know which law firms can lowball and take the last best offer. Not us. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
The UPS store on Scottsville Road supports small businesses from start to finish to marketing projects of all sizes. We can help grow your small business. Call us today to discuss your printing needs. The UPS store on Scottsville Road, your local printing solution.
Superior dentistry comes standard at Chandler Park Dental Care. We're dedicated to providing you and your family with the highest standard of care. Give us a call to set up an appointment today and experience superior dentistry at Chandler Park Dental Care.
Life is a series of timely decisions. Will you be ready?
Pathways Senior Care Advisors are here to help you navigate the right path. Call Pathways Senior Care Advisors Mary Coron and Stacy Carter for your free consultation at 270-901-1878 or visit pathwayssca.com. Better informed, better choices.
Is your search for a new home on hold because of high interest rates and high monthly payments? Jago Homes has your solution with a low 4.99 fixed interest rate and no energy bills for 2 years. You'll enjoy open, spacious living, and your family will be comfortable year-round with exclusive Energy Smart technology. Learn why a new Jago home is more affordable than you think at jagohomes.com. Because life is too precious to be put on hold.
If you've been hurt in a wreck, we want to help.
By getting you as much money as we can, as quickly as we can.
If you've been injured in a wreck, before you talk to an insurance company, call Crocker Law Firm.
Call Crocker Law Firm.
It doesn't cost anything to see if we can help.
At Infinity Pipeline, your family is our family. Our employees are the foundation of what we do. And what matters to you matters to us. We're now hiring the next generation of skilled workers to help grow our community. Apply now. InfinityPipeInc.com.
At Affordable Dentures and Implants, we believe in the healing power of a new smile, the way it makes you look and feel, the way a smile lights up a room, so people can see the best version of you, which is why we make new smiles affordable for everyone, so you don't need to wait another day to get your smile back. Scan the QR code to learn more, or visit AffordableDentures.com.
Go ahead and smile.
Now some breaking news.
FanDuel is coming to Kentucky.
America's #1 sportsbook, FanDuel, is going live soon.
I'm pumped. Let's go. America's #1 sportsbook is headed to Kentucky. Get $100 in bonus bets when you sign up today.
Welcome into sports. Our football frenzy game of the week is at Greenwood High School as the Gators are set to take on the South Warren Spartans. The Spartans are coming off their first loss of the year against DuPont Manual. Quarterback Bryce Button is having an outstanding season, passing for over 1,500 yards and 17 touchdowns in the team's first 5 games. South Warren head coach Brandon Smith spoke on how the team will plan before traveling to Greenwood.
Offensively, they do a lot of things that present problems for us. And so we're going to be really sound defensively. I don't think we've really been playing a sound football defensively. And offensively, you know, we still got a lot of execution issues, you know, things that shooting ourselves in the foot with penalties, you know, drop balls, missed assignments, those type of things. So we want to be sound in all those areas.
And on the other side, the Greenwood Gators are coming off a big win over Warren Central last week. Telltale Long leads the Gator offense with over 400 rushing yards, 6 rushing touchdowns, and 2 receiving touchdowns. Greenwood head coach Will Howard spoke on how he believes this team will have to battle this week.
Well, I mean, it's always a tough matchup for us. You know, Brandon does a fantastic job, and the kids play really hard, and you know, they're a very physical ball team, and that's why they usually make runs late in the season, and we've got to match that. We got to ask for all of our seniors to step up on this game. You know, we depend on them to be our leaders and the ones that everybody else rallies around.
Well, to the Hill now as WKU volleyball is gearing up for conference play after going 3-0 this past weekend. WKU is currently 10-4 on the season, riding a 5-match win streak. Tops are set to open conference play, hosting UTEP inside of Diddle Arena on Friday night. The match is set to begin at 6 p.m. Well, WKU football is preparing for another big road game this weekend. The 2-1 Tops are set to visit the Troy Trojans in Alabama. Troy is currently 1-2 on the young season with a win over Stephen F. Austin and then back-to-back losses to Kansas State and James Madison. Despite the slow start, offensive coordinator Drew Hollingshead knows it's going to be a battle.
You know, it's going to be a game in the trenches. You know, it's going to be a game of blocking and tackling and real sound football. Is who's going to come out on top. So from a defensive standpoint, really buttoned up, love the way they play, love the physicality, and it's really impressive to see.
And finally, the Tennessee Titans are preparing to hit the road this Sunday. The Titans are set to visit Cleveland for a Week 3 matchup with the Browns. Despite the injury to Nick Chubb earlier this week, the Browns still have one of the best rushing attacks in the NFL. Here's what Azeez Al-Shaair had to say about stopping the run on Sunday.
Obviously, the best rushing team right now in the NFL, and they've been in the tops, you know, in the last couple of years. And we're really good at stopping the run as well. So I think it's going to be a good challenge, you know, on both sides. They have, I think, a really good offensive line that they've built to stop the run, and you know, it's going to be a good test.
Well, that's a look at sports. Guys, back to you at the desk.
All right, Patrick, thank you very much. Well, Chris, listen to this story. Okay. NASA says Frank Rubio now holds the record for the longest consecutive time in space for a U.S. astronaut. So Monday afternoon marks more than 355 days off the planet.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a long time to not be on Earth, but he is set to return next week, September 27th, so it'll be 371 days in Earth's orbit. So pretty interesting. It's still not the world record, though, surprisingly.
Yeah, and that's just a little over a year.
Yeah.
365 days, and he's going 371.
Yeah.
Well.
It's a long time.
All right.
He's missing out.
Yeah. I hope he's got good legs when he gets back home. You know, I'm not used to this gravity. We're going to go down to about 62 or 3 tonight, 84 tomorrow. Then we stay in the 80s until we get some showers late in the weekend as fall officially begins.
Officially begins. All right, Chris, thank you so much. Thank you at home. We'll see you at 10.
Appreciate that. Thank y'all now. Appreciate that, everybody. Yeah, I do. Well, welcome to Family Feud, everybody. I'm your man, Steve Harvey. Got a good one for you today, returning for their second day from Miami, Florida. It's the champs. It's our